going to quickly take some notes talking about the coordinate plane just to remind you all how to graph on a coordinate plane, because I think sometimes we just forget where everything is and which direction we're supposed to move in first. So the notes are not going to take us very long. First of all, the grid is a coordinate plane. Okay, another word for a graph is a coordinate plane. And there's some pieces of it that we need to know where they are. So first of all, the origin. Where is the origin on a grid? Remember, in the middle. In the middle. Right here. This is the origin. Also known as the point 0, 0. It's kind of like your home base. It's your starting point. Okay? Then we have the x and the y-axis. Oftentimes people get these confused. We know these dark lines are our axes. Which one is the x and which one is the y? Okay, everybody should have a pencil in their hand right now and be writing this stuff down. Levi.
Isn't the y the one that's vertical?
Yep. This is your y-axis. And this is your x-axis. Okay, so we have the x and the y. And then it is split into 4 quadrants. Now, I don't care if you number them with Roman numerals or with numbers. It doesn't matter. Does anybody know where quadrant number 1 is? Yeah.
The top right one.
Top right. This is 1. And then it goes counterclockwise. So this is 2, 3, and 4. And if you want to use numbers instead, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, same thing. Okay? Now, when you plot a point on a graph or on a grid, you use what's called an ordered pair. And the ordered pair is always x, y. It always goes in that order. Okay? So if the ordered pair is, let's say, 4, -3. What does this first number tell us? It's kind of like directions. It tells us where to go. Paige?
To go on the x-axis.
Yep.
Like over forward.
Good. So the first number always tells you to move left or right. How do you know if you're supposed to move left or move right? Levi.
One side is negative, one side is positive.
Yeah. So if the number is positive, you move to the right. If the number is negative, you move to the left. You always start at the origin. Okay, so starting at the origin, we always move left or right first. So this one says 4, so we move 4 right. The second number tells you to move up or down. Up if it's positive, or down if it's negative. So in this case, when it says 4, -3, we'd go right 4, down 3, and put a dot there. That is the point 4, -3. Okay? Questions on that piece? Okay, so on the bottom half of the page, the first part says, give the ordered pair for each point on the coordinate plane. The first point is point A. Now, if you're going to give an ordered pair, there's some requirements. There has to be parentheses around it. Some of you like to list the points without the parentheses. You're going to put parentheses around it and a comma in between the numbers. Okay, I start at the origin. You always start at the middle and we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the left is -5. And then up 2 is +2. So point A is at -5, 2. What's point B at? B is right here. 1, 5. So in parentheses, 1, 5. From the origin, you go right 1, up 5. Okay, point C. Ella.
0, -4.
0, because you don't move it all left or right. And then you went down 4, so 0, -4. And then D, Josh? 6, -2. 6 right, down 2, so 6, -2. okay? I want you to take a couple minutes and try to graph each of the next 5 points. Place a dot on the grid where you think it belongs and label it with the appropriate letter. So E, F, G, H. Make sure you label them as you go. So if you plotted these correctly, make sure you have them in the right spot. E should be at 0, 1. So 0 left or right, and then up 1. Hopefully that's where you put letter E. Look at yours and make sure it matches up. F would be at -1, -7. So left 1, down 7, there's F. G is at -5, 8, way up here. H is at 4, 3. So start at the origin, over 4, up 3. And then I is at -3, 0. -3, 0, up or down. There's I. Questions on how to plot a point? Hopefully that's all coming back to you. You're remembering how to do that. Okay. Then, here's what we're going to do as our homework. I'm going to give you 2 sheets that look like this and this. Okay. Now, first of all, you need this grid paper. This is your homework. Okay. Okay.
Oh, come on.
I would highly suggest using a pencil because you'll probably make a mistake and need to erase something.
I never make Can we work together or no? No. Please. What? No, they're going your arm. Yeah.
No. Okay, take one pass back. I'm gonna help you get started.
Yeah.
I don't want to be green. No.
Okay, please listen.
Wow, this paper is your color.
All right, 7th graders, please listen. Here's what you're gonna do. Okay? The directions, I did not print these back to back or it would have been a pain in the butt flipping your paper all the time. This is why you have 2 separate papers. Okay. It says for each shape, plot the ordered pairs. Please listen. Plot the ordered pairs on the coordinate plane and connect them in order. Do not connect the shapes to each other. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start at shape 1. And you have to do the points in order and you have to connect the dots as you go. Now, if you want a ruler because you're one of those people that want very nice straight lines, there are some rulers over there that you can borrow. Okay? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to start at -17, -5. From the origin, you're going to go left 17, down 5, and put a dot there. Everybody do that with me. Okay, then the next point is -17, -3. You're going to go left 17, down 3. Connect the dots. Then it says -16, -3. Left 16, down 3. Connect it to the last point. Then it says -17, -5. I know there's already a dot there, but we're going to connect those. And then -17, which is right here, and connect the dots. So far, it looks like that. Okay, we're done with shape 1. I'm going to cross that off so I know I'm done with shape 1. On to shape 2. -16, -3. I already have a dot there, but I'll put another one. Then it says -13, -3. Connect it to the last point. Then we're at -16, -9. And we connect the dot. And then -17, -9. We connect. So I'm done with shape 2. So far, that's what you have. Okay, keep going. By the time you're finished, you will have a picture. Okay. I'm not going to collect it tomorrow. I'll collect it on Wednesday. Because if you finish STAR testing early tomorrow, you could potentially do it then.